at the bottom of every job application I look at these days, it says people of color and LGBT are encouraged to apply. Why am I not encouraged to apply? Why are they being encouraged?
Yes.
Isn't it enough to get a job?
Yeah.
This guy brings me back home. Brings me back home to New York. But he, it's just that New York sense of humor. Look, looking at the subscriptions, I get what? They knocked off like, I don't know, 15 subscribers in one night here. This is stupid. Hey, and then a few of you have told me, you go to look and you notice that you've been unsubscribed when you didn't do anything, to unsubscribe yourself. So you know what they're doing. So what you can do to fight back, please do. I mean, if you're new here, subscribe, of course. If you're a subscriber, then look to see if they've unsubscribed you and then resubscribe again. These bastards, they can't play fair, they gotta cheat. So at any rate, you know what you do. If you like it, you like it. If you care, share, subscribe, contribute, PayPal, Threadless, Subscribe Star, it's all in the description. That's what you do, right? So if you can't do anything else, pray for me. Okay, I'll see you on the flip side.
You just brought it up. It's a resource. In other words,
Yeah.
it's scarce.
It's a human resource.
It's a human resource, and it's scarce.
Yeah, it's a product.
So when it's scarce, there's only two ways you can do it. You can allocate it through the free market, and people could.
Yeah.
I can do it for this price or that price, and it's
Yeah.
allocated out,
Yeah.
right? Or you have a government program where and then you stand in line.
Yeah. Bernie quoted, they throw out these stats. He said, the healthcare in Canada, right to the north of us, is 50% of what we're paying. You want to know what I wrote on Facebook?
Right.
That's because you're treating, first of all, our population is 8 times
Right.
Canada. Second of all, you want to know why they're spending half as less? Delays,
Right.
denials, and death. They're delaying people to the point, like someone needs like a liver or blood test. So that's why it's costing. You're spending less per capita.
Yes.
It's not because it's cheaper. You're spending less. So it's a great statistic. Oh my God! And then people go out and repeat that. It's like, well, why is it 50% less? Oh, the government's just spending less.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's better health care.
I bet you the people that are dying waiting to get taken.
Yeah, they're watching on TV like, well, this isn't working for us. So I'm like, they throw out these platitudes without any kind of anyone thinking about like, what does that even mean? Then you got what's her name? Who's like, I'm gonna talk to Iran again. Oh, Gillibrand. And I'm from New York. These people are just like De Blasio touting all of his stuff, selling the cops up the river because he's talking about his son. He's always talking about his son who's gonna get shot by cops. Why is your son gonna get shot by cops, dude? He's the mayor's son. Like, why are you telling him always to be so careful? What is he doing? Like that?
Maybe it's because De Blasio has made the city so
so crazy. No, seriously. And no one's talking about the real things. Just platitudes, no details. And who is that woman, Marianne Williams? Why is she even there? I'm like, what? And she, and she has that like just an odd accent. I can't tell if it's British or
yeah,
Southern.
right.
It's like a common. And she's just like, I'm gonna run out of love. That's great. That's great. I'm glad you're gonna run out of love.
And you can imagine Buddha Plug trying to like negotiate with Iran or
can you imagine?
Saudi Arabia.
I know. I know. Can you imagine?
They throw him off a building, right?
The whole thing is just so. And then it's all this, LGBTQ and gays, and I'm like, do people realize I don't have a problem? Do your thing.
Yes.
When you're starting to ram it down my throat, put it in the schools, put it in the propaganda, put it in Disney movies. Yeah. You are a fraction of a percent of a population worldwide.
Right.
And you're saying you need all these rights here, and yet you got people being thrown off buildings. You're not even for the rights. You're talking about the whole goal of all the activism that they were doing years ago was to be recognized as equal. They got that now.
Yes.
So what are you activating for?
Thank you.
Now go into life and be successful. Work on Wall Street. Work as a teacher. Work as a garbage person. Do your thing. No one can. No one can fire you because at the bottom of every job application I look at these days, it says people of color and LGBT are encouraged to apply. Why am I not encouraged to apply? Why are they being encouraged?
Yes.
Isn't it enough to get a job?
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you being encouraged? It's so confusing.
I love it when these guys are out here saying, with the clipboard saying, "Would you like to give anything to help with gay rights? Equal rights?" I go, "This is New Orleans. I'm heterosexual. I've been denied jobs here because I'm not gay. This is where's my rights?"
You should be.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm a lesbian. Just trapped in a man's body.
Yeah. They don't like that. I know. So now they're going to start to say, in the whole, reparations in this, 160,000 people died in the Civil War. Brothers fighting against brothers. I think that's I didn't pay the price. No one alive today was a slave.
And 2% people own slaves.
No one alive today
Right.
is a slave. Don't tell me you went through. Now, there's other things that this country has been through that are horrible.
Yeah.
But America is a bastion of light in the world. Every nation has their problems.
Oh, what about the Asians for the concentration camps we put them in? Should we give them reparations?
Yeah,
Should we, Italians when we came over, they were treated worse than the blacks. Should we give them reparations?
Irish and the Chinese built the railroad.
The Irish, they were treated bad when they came over here. Should we give them reparations?
Right. Well, they'll say, well, they weren't in camps and they were this. Look, I didn't do it. I don't know what you want from me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me. My family didn't own anything.
Here's a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's funny because I'm doing some teaching and we're actually playing Monopoly. It would be funny if I stuck that into the chance cards.
Well, now they got Monopoly. They're taking the cash out of the Monopoly.
I know.
It's all digital.
It's all I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's insane. I saw that one. It popped up on my feed for some reason. I know. I'm like, I would never buy that. I would never. It's like,
And Facebook's coming out with their own, digital coin.
I won't touch that.
It's like, who's going to trust Facebook?
Well, billions of people are going to.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They're going to jump on that.
Unfortunately.
I know. But it's just crazy, man. I mean, people just want to let these people in. One girl was arguing me on Facebook saying they haven't committed any crimes, so you should just let them go. She's not a man. They haven't committed a crime, so I said, what are they going to do? Do you realize, if you don't give people sustenance and a way? So she's like, yeah, we should give them sustenance. So you have all these people in America that are citizens that can't get health care, that are dying. People die. But the bottom line is you can't just give it to everyone coming in. They're saying, it's a right. You can't have people coming in here with kids that aren't getting cared for. You have people with kids that are living in cars in San Fran that are American citizens, vets, that can't get help. And you're telling me that we owe people something? It's insane. It's like, come on.
Well, that's why they can't win, man. They're not going to win.
I can't wait till Trump goes.
Yeah, and I'm running into what more or less moderate, classical liberals that can't understand the whole leftist socialist agenda.
Look, my home, in many ways, socially, I'm very liberal. I'm just fiscally and governmentally conservative.
Thank you.
I don't care what you're doing. I'm not someone should be,
Good week, sir.
Thank you, sir.
For their, if they're gay, whatever, do your thing. But don't ram it down my throat. Don't start giving my kids in kindergarten education where a trans person is
Tranny book tours?
Yeah, what is this?
What the?
Yeah, it's not appropriate for kids to be exposed to any of it, even heterosexual stuff. We started learning in 5th grade. We had a woman come. I remember the book was Growing Up Feeling Good. It was weird, but it was 5th grade. It wasn't when they were 4, and even 5th grade it was awkward, and we were talking about girls and boys. We didn't know. I didn't know. Right. I didn't know gay.
I was playing with toy soldiers.
Yeah, exactly. It's give me a break. We would make jokes about stuff, not And now it's no, serious. You got to respect this person. It's they're a percentage of a percentage of a percentage of the population. Why is everyone blowing it out of proportion? It's like if someone was leprous, you wouldn't be. Right? They'd be well, that's such a small part of the population. Now it's going to be leprosy rights that's going to be next.
Yeah, I know. They're eating themselves. Yeah. They are. They are eating themselves.
When Trump goes against them, he literally should come in with a piece of gaffer's tape and just stand there. And he doesn't even say a word. They will wind up shooting themselves. Just let them take the mic the whole time.
I know.
They'll shoot themselves.
It's like they're going after Biden, right? You're a racist. The guy was...
I know. They're just attacking they're devouring their own.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting once he's debating them because...
I wish Barr would start coming out with indictments, though.
Mm-hmm.
Put these people in
It's been so quiet.
defensive.
I think he's working on things. I think.
Yeah, but why not at least release the FISA document?
I don't know. I've stopped even paying attention to it. When something happens, it'll be on the news, and then the media's going to be like, oh, he needs to be subpoenaed. He's Trump's lackey. Blah blah. They're going to just keep saying it. Just keep saying it. Look, they're making Mueller testify. The Dems are making Mueller testify. The whole thing is just comical. And you know what he's going to do? There's going to be plenty of times where he's like, I cannot answer that.
Yeah.
So it's not going to matter anyway. And then they're going to say, oh, they're going to say we're going to hold you in contempt. And what are they going to do? They're going to put Mueller in jail? That would be just like a whole switch on things. They're not going to find him in contempt. I mean, you think NATO's really going to try and pull that card? I mean, you got these powerful people fighting.
Yeah, but I want to see the cross-examination because then we got.
If they'll show it, it's going to be interesting. Yeah. Anyway.
All right, brother man.
I'll see you again.
All right. Yeah. Good.
Be good.
So, what do you say about this guy? Huh? Was he good? Talking a mile a minute, making sense along the way. Okay, folks, you know the routine. You like it. Do share these things, please. Let's keep up the subscriptions. And remember to hit that subscribe button again. All right, God bless you. See you on the streets.